But in the end, the fight between progressivism and conservatism is a fight about the ability of government to manage the economy. Conservatives understand that markets might be messy, but with some exceptions, if left alone, they create optimal outcomes. Obamacare is another in a long line of progressive efforts to interfere with free markets and restructure the economy in ways that professional bureaucrats seem rational. The problem is that these bureaucrats have little understanding of how businesses and markets work, and in their desire to bring greater rationality, they create inefficiencies and even higher costs. The ink was barely dry when the significant and unexpected costs of the health care law, costs not anticipated by the progressive legislators and staffers who sought to control 1/7 of the American economy, some say 1/6, until that became clear. First out of the gate was the impact of eliminating the tax break for Part D premium and assistance for businesses. As required by law, following President Obama's signing of the health law, a number of large corporations announced significant write-downs in response to the elimination of the Part D subsidy deduction. Over $1 billion in losses for businesses. Now, this was not the type of message Democratic legislators were anticipating just weeks after Obamacare became law. So what was the response of the health care law's supporter? Naturally, it was not the government's fault. For progressives, it is never the government's fault. Rather, it was the fault of these businesses for telling the truth. The Secretary of, I thought that was funny, by the way. You guys didn't, but I thought it was really good. The Secretary of Commerce, Gary Locke, went on television and said that these write-downs, which again were required by law, were, quote, irresponsible, unquote. Now, the Democratic-controlled House Energy and Commerce Committee announced a hearing that would look into these, they would look into these write-downs. It was only when the committee realized that a hearing would embarrass those who supported this proposal to begin with that they pulled the plug on the hearing. But this skirmish was only the beginning. With its rolling effective dates, Obama was loaded with a series of time bombs set to go off.